Greetings, Pastor Michael. It is May 15th, and I have for us to share a reading from Just for Today in Narcotics Anonymous. This reading today's about Step 4, and we're familiar with Step 4. We made a searching and fearless moral inventory of ourselves. Now, there's an awful lot that's going to transpire before we actually get through working Step 4. So let's get on with our reading today and see what it is that might stimulate some thoughts and discussion for us. Fear of the Fourth Step is the title of the reading in Just for Today. As we approach this step, most of us are afraid that there is a monster inside of us that, if released, will destroy us. This is on page 141 of the text. They go on to gather from the basic text, page 27. Most of us are terrified to look at ourselves, to probe our insides. We are afraid that if we examine our actions and motives, we will find a bottomless black pit of selfishness and hatred. But as we take the fourth step, we will find that those fears were not warranted. We are human, just like everyone else, no more and no less. We all have personality traits that we are not especially proud of. On a bad day, we may think that our faults are worse than anyone else's. We will have moments of self-doubt. We will question our motives. We may even question our very existence. But if we read the minds of our fellow members, we would find the same struggles in them. We are no better nor worse than anyone else. We can only change what we acknowledge and understand. Rather than continuing to fear what is buried inside us, we can bring it out into the open. We will no longer be frightened, and our recovery will flourish in the full light of self-awareness. Just for today, I fear what I do not know. I will expose my fears and allow them to vanish. This is a real good reading, and now we have ended the official reading, and we'll go on to recap some discussion about today's reading. If you want to join in, we certainly want to hear from you because what you have to say is important. So send us an email to minister@spiritofpeace.us. In the subject line of the email, put Narcotics Anonymous, JFT, just for today. May 15th, Step 4. Whatever it is that you would like to contact us about. This kind of gets us aware of what it is that you'll be delivering to us. And we will look at it, and we will respond to you as soon as we can. We always want to hear from you. Now, we know that our Narcotics Anonymous Step 4 says, we made a searching and fearless moral inventory of ourselves. We could take this lightly, or we could delve in there and make a scientific study out of it. But what matters most is that we work through it. We pick up some kind of a writing instrument or computer word processor, what have you, because we will be embarking is going to be a big journey. Very few of us, especially when you reach my age, can look at Step 4 and just get it over in a matter of minutes if you have thoughtfully pursued it. Now, Narcotics Anonymous, NA.org, has a very good helper text on working step 4. And you can find a link to this text in our blog, spiritofpeace.us, or off of our Facebook, Spirit of Peace Church. You can then search off of either one to look for Spirit on the A's, May 15th, Narcotics Anonymous, Just for Today, JFT, Step 4. Put any or all of these search terms into the bar there, and it'll find this topic for you on today. Very good reading on how to work Step 4 Narcotics Anonymous. We have got let's say about roughly 8 or 9 small type pages. But by the time we work through it, we're going to get a pretty good understanding. My suggestion is kind of just skim through it first, reading it, outlining it in your mind, trying to keep it simple. And then go back and have a piece of paper in your hand or your word processor open and complete the guide that Narcotics Anonymous gives us for a study of Step 4. Now, that's how we work it. Our music ministry has found a good song to go along with today's reading. It's performed by Lincoln Park and called What I've Done. The YouTube link is on those pages that I told you we have and we publish on the internet. And there you'll find this good appropriate song. Now, my faults require balanced effort. I've got to take an accurate inventory, but then I can't be pounding through there, beating myself up for every last measly thing that I've done. But yet my inventory has got to be personal, it's got to be accurate, it's got to be about my life and what I've done. So, this man says, in working Step 4, I was forced to enter the basement of my soul and look directly at what was hidden there, and to choose in the face of it all, not death, but life. Let's close with our Step 4 song, prayer. Dear God, it is I who has made my life a mess. I have done it, but I cannot undo it. My mistakes are mine, and I will begin a searching and fearless moral inventory. I will write down my wrongs, but I will also include that which is good. I pray for the strength to complete the task. This is probably the best state of mind to be in order to pick up and run with Step 4. Remember, you can turn to us. We've given you the address. You've got the video. You can turn to your sponsor. You may have more than one. You can turn to your accountability partners. Everyone who's invested in you cares and wants to help. That's why we're all here. So, may working Step 4 help you build your life, and you'll come out a better person, and you'll come to understand yourself better. May God grant you some serenity. May God grant you some measure of peace. as you go through this day. God bless you.